It's your good friend, King Trigger Leatherneck, and today we have to move at haste, at speed, far more so than the previous episodes in this playthrough so far. Just a reminder, is a tutorial playthrough, so I was taking things slightly slower. Yesterday, we got back on track with everything, after a few days off for me, at least. I know it was obviously the same for you guys, but I had to kind of refresh myself with what we were doing, where we were at, and we got the research to get our ships back. And get our ships back we absolutely have, because now we can transfer the entire army of Iceland, 1,370 men across the seas with our 14 boats. 100 men per boat, after all. So now we've got our full fighting force. We can go anywhere and everywhere, and we can start bringing in those riches. But if you remember, right at the end of yesterday's episode, the Dungeon Master himself appeared and offered us a brand new, never-before-seen deal, where he said he will either give us only 10 years to live, at which point we will gain plus 10 to all of our stats. We will burn the candle at both ends. We will go out in a blaze of glory, but it gives us 10 years only to do everything we could do with them as the most powerful version of ourselves. Or he gave us the option to live for another 20 years with no stat changes, or I believe it was 50 years with a minus 10 to everything. I opted based on Triggy's backstory, his traits, his character. He's a berserker, he's wrathful, he's ambitious, he's brave. Of course, he would take only 10 years left of life in exchange for being one of the most, if not hopefully the most powerful character on the map right now. And that is exactly what we've done. King Trigger Leatherneck of Iceland is ready to go. He is raring, but he dies on, I think, around the 16th of March, 8/25. So let's see what damage we can do to this world. Let's see if we can finally carve out a name for ourselves. Give us something to name our dynasty after in these 10 years. So we're going to take every single person from Iceland, every single warrior, and we're just going to get out there and see what happened. I'm quite interested in what the hell happened here. Alp of the Suharazurian Revolt. A Khazar revolt is happening on Orkney. Don't think you're going to get very far with that one, fella. Right, let's go down. I mean, the big target, the obvious goal, the tasty one is the papacy in Rome. Lots of gold, lots of artifacts, but I imagine, you know, look, the defenders aren't very good either. It's very, very early still in medieval history. This isn't even medieval, technically. But there is... They're not as defended as I expected, and there's still going to be lots of gold and lots of treasure. So let's take our ships. Let's sail down to the papacy. And bearing in mind... perhaps it's time I ask my wife to spend some time with me to gain her trust. I'll ask her. Sophia died of severe stress. Must have been a YouTuber. GU was happy to oblige me. Now that I have some time to spend with her, I'm confident I can convince her of how alike we are, and how she only stands to gain from our friendship. We can finally talk in private. Our new skills. We're like a whole new man since she last saw us. Our new skills. Our new diplomatic nature. We got plus 10 to our diplomacy stat after all. Maybe now we can finally be, well, even now, not her equal, which just goes to show how incredible she is. Hopefully, though. There you go. I think these days have really helped me getting GU to know and appreciate me better. We have spent most of our time visiting my domain, she lives there, discussing the most disparate of topics. It was an honor to have you here for a while. It's rare to have such a charming host of such as myself. This is because we have the attractive trait. That one is because the previous one was because we have our diplomacy. We've got this one because we're proud. I'm sure you've enjoyed being in my presence for so long. Or we can just go for the neutral. I hope you like your time here. No. High diplomacy skill. It was truly an honor to have you here for a while. To be honest, we might as well stop swaying her, because we're at 100, and we're going to be at 100 for a long, long time, and if it drops below 100, we just blast her with a gift. And I don't think there's a way from what I recall to fall in love with someone from trying to sway them. So... probably a bit of a waste of time, really, just trying to... That just costs us a lot of time and effort. The other thing is we're slowly working our way through the Berserker Society, trying to get it to that mighty bear rank that gives 5 monthly prestige along with the person who come at the sex appeal with Marshall, etc., etc. We got annihilated last time. Who is this? Holy crap. Some random hand commander has 101 personal combat. Wowee. Last time we tried to fight that duel and get promoted, we got our ass handed to us, so I think we need a bit more experience first. Not as much as the Pope is about to experience, which is looting and pillaging. We're going to take everything he hasn't got nailed down, and I'm taking it back to Iceland, and we're going to build so many great things out of it. Let's put everybody on the center, because we haven't got enough commanders, unfortunately, to warrant hammering everybody on a flank right now. In fact, it's just us and Beanpolder, which, to be fair, is all we need. Now, whenever you attack the Pope, all the other Christians are like, hey, please don't attack the Pope. So we're hostile to like the whole Christian world right now. So there's very much a chance they could sweep in and clap our cheekies. I don't think it'll happen. You know, this is still quite early in the game. The world is quite disunified. They're generally all at war with one another at this point. Italian war for Dyrrhachion, which I think is somewhere in the Byzantine Empire. Again, forgive my pronunciation. And his grandfather was a dragon. Because of course he was. This playthrough's very much gone off the deep end with all these mods, but honestly, I kind of like that. CK2 got very wacky with some of its later DLCs anyway, particularly Conclave adding all of the, Monks and Mystics adding all of the kind of magical side of things, all the societies and that type of shit. And then they started adding, like, the animal world and all sorts of strange things like that. Gather some men, lead them onto a battlefield to a certain death for glory. Fight well. So we have to get into a fight on the battlefield. So we can go for those 81 Popish. Oh! I thought he had that Roman helmet equipped. Did we just go and pluck it off of his head? And what I was about to say earlier, before I got interrupted by that event, is that this guy, Alexander the Bookworm, he previously was the ruler of Iceland. Back when it was just owned by Catholic priests, he moved to Rome, and then it all went to shit. So he's probably feeling quite guilty here, and he absolutely hates us because we've, you know, got like a title claim and things like that. We all are trying to own the same stuff. Or at least he's got a claim in Iceland. He's sure as hell not coming back anytime soon. But, you know, Roman helmet, thank you. And 18 gold. I feel like you should get more piety for blasting the Vatican. Maybe that's just me. My acquaintance, this person died? I have no idea who you are. Svirka wants a duel. Now, we can't siege any further. Even though it's fairly early, the siege of Tusculum is impossible. They've got way too many defenders. So I think we're going to go over here and go over to Orbitello and clap some cheeks. That should fulfill... There you go. I heard that you were going to lead an army in person. I didn't think you had the guts. Nice. We're getting glory prestige for that one too. Because we're part of the Berserkers, we get a little bonus on top of it. How are we looking with our personal combat right now? 90. Ugh. And I mean... 101. You know, we're not that far off the top levels. Let's get back into shape. There you go. Personal combat skill +5 again. We need some more training, don't we? I've already asked for military training, but no one's agreed to train us yet. We cannot go on a warrior pilgrimage because we're at that higher rank. We'll definitely do that when we finished looting and raiding enough. When we filled our boats or when our army gets destroyed, whichever comes first, then we'll go on our warrior pilgrimage. Some of these events we've seen before, so I'm starting to skip over a couple of them there. We've got people coming in trying to stop us. Oh, the upkeep cost of your mounts will now be deducted. Fine, we'll accept that's part of doing business. 12 gold per year for a horse when we only make 0.61 gold per year. The treasury cannot afford such an expense, let me be clear. We might give that horse to my wife. Because then when she dies, it will come back to us anyway. She can pay to look after the horse. The horse is great. I really do not think... Oh, we can't even give it away. Fuck. Can we put the Roman helmet on? Oh, we've already put the Roman helmet on. That's not a Roman helmet, but I suppose it is a helmet. Fair enough. Wow, okay. And what does that do for us? Tribal vassal opinion +7. Hellenic pagan opinion is increased, but Christians don't like it. Because it belonged to some godless pagan. Before the times of Christianity and the Roman Empire, I assume then. Oh. Last night she appeared in my dream and we laughed and danced and talked about nothing in particular. My heart was beating so fast, for I was so nervous yet excited, that even when I woke up, I could still feel it. It has been so long, so many years since we last met. We were so young and innocent, remembering childhood love. Fertility -10%. How annoying. I was kind of hoping we could have a babby with our new princess wife. It's not happening, is it? It's really not happening. It's been quite a few years now. We could always change our focus, but of course our guy's focus was vengeance for losing that artifact, according to that backstory we rolled, more or less. So that's what we're still going to try and do. We're going to stick with war. We're going to pillage. We're going to destroy. And you know what? After this, maybe we should try and get that Gjallarhorn back again. Oh, shit, there's typhus here. Maybe we don't want to hang around for too long. Oh, my daughter has dysentery. Asked her. I should have asked her if she's okay. I'm going to start training you in Thrift, daughter, because that's pretty good. How's Varma coming out, by the way? Not bad. And look, more importantly, he's got that rowdy, willful combination that we need for the martial education. This kid could be great. Could be great. Could be terrible. But I have very, very high hopes for him. Give my court position at once. And this is to go on the... What? The King of Sweden reformed the religion? I wanted to do that, you piece of shit. He's reformed the faith. Wow, it's so rare that the AI managed to pull that off, but I suppose he had 3 holy sites. He's got Denmark, he's got Uppsala, and Saxony, right? Holy crap. The ancient Germanic religion has proven unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross of the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, King Arnie of Swifteyard and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Germanic faith. In order to turn the tides and lead the assault against new religions, you so rarely see the AI doing this, especially Norse, who generally get conquered by Christianity early on. But this guy, you know what? Credit to him. He deserves it at this stage. Now organized in a strict hierarchy with an official religious head, the Germanic faith is ready to contend with its weak and effeminate opponents, be they missionaries or crusaders. This can mark the beginning of a new era for pagan revivalism all throughout Europe and spell doom for Abrahamic usurpers who have splintered the world. Rather than the Scandinavian countries converting to Christianity, they have doubled down. They've got themselves a Norse pope at this stage. Do we want to embrace the Reformation and become Germanic, mainstream Germanic, or stick with our current old Germanic ways? I believe we can reform it again, though, if we stay old Germanic, make our own religion, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think you can you? Not in this game. That's a shame, because I wanted to reform the religion, but that's all right. Okay. Wow. So he has set up a Filka, independent of himself. You can name yourself Filka, but he's gone for someone else. Filka Rugenwalder. Okay. What can you do? It seems roughly the same as what we had before. Oh my god. So, okay, here's what he's done with the religion that's different. This is kind of something you just need to play more CK2 to be able to pick things apart. So, he has set up a pope. There's always going to be now a Norse pope. It's not obviously a pope, but that's the best analogy I can give. He will always exist, which gives our religion a massive bonus in that there's a religious head who can be proselytizing, building up the religion. The chance of the religion falling is a lot less. He hasn't made himself pope, which is quite interesting, because I normally do that to kind of consolidate power. Kind of fun, becoming your own religious head, right? Gives you a lot of power over everyone else in a religion. This guy's opted not to do that, which I can get behind. Rulers can marry close kin to improve vassal opinions. Allows holy close kin marriages. Right, okay. So he's added the ability to marry your sister, and that is apparently divine. Because I guess that's just what the gods would do. Maybe not these particular gods. That's a bit more of a Hellenic thing. But you know what? Okay, we'll go for that one. Why the hell not? Rulers can gain sympathy towards another religion group. That doesn't seem right. Rulers follow the Norse principles of adventuring and seafaring. That's good. And we get 20% levy size for following this one. So he's gone for a warmongering basis for it. That's nice. Characters are born under specific zodiac signs. Oh, weird. He's gone for haruspicy. Haruspicy? I don't remember how you say it. We can venerate ancestors. So we've gone for ancestor worship, sacrifice, close kin marriage, bonus to levy size. Wow, you know what? I can fuck with this, Arnie. I can fuck with it. It's basically what we've got now, but with a whole bunch of new bonuses, like being able to marry your sister. All right, Arnie, big man, I'm in. And us being reformed now gives us new options. Going from becoming a pagan to a reformed pagan is like... It's the best way to describe it. It's almost like one step towards becoming civilized. So that literally allows us to become civilized. We can now move a little bit closer to adopting feudalism or becoming a merchant republic if we want to. So one of the prerequisites to that, as you can see the second option there, is not an unreformed pagan. So that's actually quite big for us. Oh my god, look at the amount of options we've got now. Good lord. Okay. Perform a mass sacrifice, organize blood games, determine the zodiac signs, study another faith, gain sympathy for another religious group. Wow. Certainly not going to do that one. But, you know, if you're trying to, say, impress a character, or say, for example, you're a Norse ruler who... Why is everyone fucking dying? What's going on? I guess we've got an outbreak of typhus or something in Iceland. Varma improved as a squire. He's a page. Oh my god, I forgot. This society gives us the ability to take him on as a squire, which we have, and he will slowly improve, giving a marsh at the cost of, you know, other skills, but also some personal combat as well there. Nice. Learn the basics of equipment maintenance. That's cool. Okay, we're almost done with this one. I'm hoping we can just take it out before... Nice, there you go. 11 gold. I'm hoping we can fill these boats. We have filled these boats. 140 gold ready and waiting to go. Brilliant. Wow, that was a massive success, huh? Iceland is going to be loaded. Holy shit. Well, let's get back home then. Oh, he gains brave. We can guarantee him brave. This kid. He might be better than ever before. Our daughter might fancy us. Oh, it's already begun. But we might think at home, wow, that's disgusting. Or some of you people into anime probably think, wow, that's great. As part of our religion, this is a good thing. But it's whether or not we want to upset our wife. who we like quite a lot. We could probably go as far to take our daughter as a concubine, to be honest. Inspire mellorism. Okay. Religion does not have the feature... Wait, whoa. What's our succession? Agnatic leadership. How can we inspire mellorism, then? Okay. Weird, I didn't think you could do that. Oh, you can only do it if... Right, okay, don't worry about me. Okay, I was trying to figure out what was going on there. I thought you could only do it to someone who was capable of being a successor, because women can't hold lands in our current setup. Well, we'll try and change that in the future, because we want access to the best character. Not necessarily male or female, but the person who is best suited for the role, I think. Because, I mean, look at Beanpolar. She's a fucking beast of a character, and I'd be happy to have her as a successor. Yeah, well, fuck her daughter. I mean, obviously. Oh, no. She screamed and made a fuss in front of my own guards. Women! King Trigger's opinion of Anna changed by -25 because she embarrassed us. Oh. Well, never mind. I guess he heard that, you know, on continental Scandinavia, it's all the rage these days, getting with your close kin. He was like, sure, guess I'll give it a go. She was probably not up for it so much. What was he talking about before? Doesn't really matter too much, but look at all this gold. Holy crap, this is a great time. So should we keep upgrading our capital, just go all in on this province first? And what we can do, if we do have more problems with disease in the future, we can start working on the hospital. So if we pop this out here, build a hospital, we can build a fort. Forts are not really so useful here. They're good for if you're sieging, like, places in the desert, places in really far up Scandinavia or Siberia, where you can kind of not die from attrition so fast, but they cost money. Why can't we build a hospital? Oh, because we're tribal. Tribal characters can't build hospitals, right? We don't really have to worry about disease so much being up in Iceland. They kind of travel as a disease normally would, right? So if one breaks out in the papers, it'll spread through Italy and then up through France. You can kind of see it all kind of clustered around this northern coast of France there. So we haven't really got to worry about it being up in Iceland because the disease can't get to us. Same with, like, the bubonic plague. We're probably going to be all right up here, as long as we're careful. Right, let's try and level up then. She is actually the leader of the Berserkers. That's actually kind of incredible. We can use our influence just to get to the next rank. No. We fight, and we will succeed. 90 versus 90. You know what? Let's put it to a coin flip. How about that? I've been thoroughly ashamed. This fucking guy. We're stuck at this rank. Oh, finally, someone's coming to teach us about warfare. For God's sake, it took a long time. You've been waiting some time, years, for this guy to teach about warfare. Ale has stepped up to teach us some of his fighting skills. He's a Saxon man. Good, I can't wait. Please hurry up. How many years have we got left? We've used up 2 years of our 10 so far. Holy crap. I mean, we've got a lot of plunder, a lot of gold, but still nothing that will put us in history. Who's got Galahorn? You've got fucking Galahorn. Can we, like, fight him? We could duel him. What's his personal count? 8. Duel him. Could we kill him? My acquaintance Helena died of dehydration. Thank you for... I really just... I'm going to be honest with you right now, pal. I mean, I do not care about any characters dying unless they are high priority characters and special interests. I like our children, our close relatives, that type of thing. We care about fucking Helena, okay? We can, because of our high intrigue skill, convene with our agents, lose the trait honest, which honestly I think is fine. Our guy's paranoid as fuck. He's lost a hand already. Our backstory said we were a rogue. Through intrigue or martial prowess, we will get back this item. This works perfectly for the backstory we rolled for him, so let's fucking do it. For a moment, I'm worried that his armor is simply going to fall off him, but Sven does not appear to notice my sabotage. We broke his armor. All I need to do is land a blow in the right area, and there, the man is spinning, clutching his legs, screaming in pain. I walk away victorious, or we kill him. And of course, we kill him. Vengeance by any means necessary. Who inherited the Galahorn? It was his tiny child son, who does not have it equipped. Does he have to be an adult to use it? No, he can equip it. He's just choosing not to. Clutter. Maybe he'll equip it in a second. Or maybe you can't equip the Galahorn. I could have sworn the last guy did, though. Either way, our troops are already reinforced. Let's try and grab it. Let's try and get that back for us. He thinks you should spend some time in meditation to sharpen your senses. Whether or not his advice is worth listening to is up to you. So this is quite a hard event to pass. Eventually, if we do succeed, if we follow his advice, if he's a good warrior and whatever else, there's a chance that we can come out of it a much better fighter. But we also have to consider, do we want to risk this 10% chance of becoming content? No. Our guy's ambitious. He's brave. We wouldn't want to be content. Fuck off. We're going to ignore that one. We'll try and take as much advice as possible. Ah, your guts tell you he knows what he's talking about, so that we know is the right option. He suggested a friendly duel to teach you the basics. Absolutely bang on. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, give me back my Galahorn. My wife is pregnant. GU is finally pregnant. It turns out actually staying in Iceland for more than 5 minutes might lead to that. Well, let's be honest. We don't need more than 5 minutes. Bor Alad proposed that you should pray to Odin to show you the way. 10% chance of being zealous. I mean, we did embrace a whole new religion. Maybe it'll work. It didn't work. Well, we didn't get zealous, but we don't know the word. Oh, it did work, though. But we just didn't get zealous. Your training is over. You've enjoyed a lot more or less relevant training techniques from your instructor, but in the end, it was worth it. That guy knew what he was talking about. So we can gain any of these now. We could potentially upgrade our base martial education there. It's a brilliant strategist, which would be fantastic. A lot of them we don't really want. Patient wouldn't be bad, but Roth kind of suits our character more. What do we get? Oh, we just are on the path to improving our combat skill. Fair enough. Just a very generic, here you go. I'm not going to give our trade master any gold, because I think we can invest it better right now. And speaking of investing better, we just got given a bunch of tech points. It was in military. Oh, nice. Okay. Still want to go for military organization so that we can actually build back up our retinue. A little bit worried attacking right into Sweden here. Simply because they've got a lot of fucking troops. Yeah, they've got like 15,000 troops. But he's in the middle of a bit of a religious upheaval. Because one of his largest vassals there, the actual Duke of Sweden, the Jarl of Sweden, who owns Sweden proper, is old Germanic. So probably hates, yeah, absolutely hates him. Look at that. This is interesting. So now's probably the good time to raid. Our wife wants some delicious foods for her pregnancies. Wife, I will spend 1 gold and I'll give you all the food you could ever possibly want. She didn't get gluttonous out of that. She's just very hungry. Which is fair enough. We're in Iceland. Oh. You motherfucker. I will get this horn back. Do you know how long we spent with Varma trying to graft for that bloody thing? Wife, get your rest. I think we're going to get our ass handed to us here. It really does depend who is leading that army. And whether or not our 44 military might, along with Beanpoller's 28, is enough to hold them off. I don't think it will be. But there's a damn possibility. Oh. Hrudger of Denmark wants to marry Sif. Sure. I don't give a shit. Oh! Did he? No way did he bring it back. Let's turn the speed down. And let's go for a little breakdown here. Take a look at the war screen. Yeah, draw your rivals. Okay. There's our guy. On the sensor. This is how many troops are on each side. This is the total army. And this is our, again, total army. How many troops we've got in the center. That's the current tactic being used. Don't worry about that. That's way too inside baseball. I don't know anybody who plays CK2 who pays any attention to that shit whatsoever. Those are just some combat stats. You can get really sweaty with this if you want. It really makes no fucking difference. Big number beats small number. You're looking for them to retreat. And look at the center. This is your morale. Our guy is absolutely, even though we've got less troops, and we're probably taking more losses because we have less troops, our morale is holding, which means we can fight longer. They're flying into a retreat. And now they're gone. We killed 1,400 troops there. And you know what? We may still be able to siege this down. Holy shit, it's still in the cards. If we get Galahorn now. Oh my god, look, they've got more troops coming up. Come on. Come on. No! Siege it. We can order an assault, but we might take serious losses if we attempt to do so. Give it a go. We've done it. We didn't get Galahorn, though. The siege was successful, but we weren't able to loot any gear. Okay, run. Can we get out of here, or are we done for now? I think we should just tell our men to scatter. Only 467 of the 948 troops will be able to return home. That doesn't mean that we lose them permanently. It just means they'll have to reinforce again. Honestly, scatter, men. We got what we came to do. We looted. We sieged. We weren't successful. There's always another day. Not many more, though, because we've only got, I mean, a few more years to live at this point. She needs familiar faces around her. Wife, here you go. I think no matter what child comes out of her, I mean, bear in mind, she's strong. We're tall and burly. There could be a massive kid on the cards. Brother is a dragon, by the way. Yeah, I mean, she could potentially give us a very, very powerful child. But just in terms of... Wait, who did I betroth my son off to? I mean, she's not bad. Yeah, she's attractive. Okay, I mean, we could roll with that. I might try and find someone better. I don't remember signing that betrothal. Whatever, I'm going to break it. Fuck it. I don't know who you are. I'll be honest, I have no fucking clue who you are. He's got brave and he's got those perfect traits. He's going to be very, very hard to beat. And bear in mind, we die soon. Ah, new quest. Greetings, Trigger. Let me share the best to improve yourself as a fighter. Field experience. Gather some men, lead them into combat. Got some spoilers for you there, pal. Just fucking did that. We got our ass handed to us. 96 personal combat, though, so clearly we're improving something. Let's go on our... firstly, let's... compose a book. That's 50 gold. That's a lot of money. Let's invest into Iceland before we get too carried away. Housecarl Training Ground. That'd be good. 15% heavy infantry attack. That's only from this particular holding. That's not like across the board. Early tribal village is like your foundational building that everything else is built off of. War camp Berserker barracks. They're a unique unit called Berserkers who have like insane morale. All of these would be very good. Levy size, garrison size. Honestly, can we oversee construction? We can. Minus 55 to local build time if we put her there. Then, hear me out. We go to China. We say, can I get a Scholar Bureaucrat? Reduces build time and build cost by 30% each. 1,000 grace. That's 1/5 of that rare Finnish artifact that we sent. Only one of those in the world, don't forget. I'll take it. And here we have Bian Wenjing, our Scholar Bureaucrat. I'm going to give you some sort of title. Well, firstly, let's make you Member of Parliament. Beam Polaroid, trust more than anyone else. Cole, there you go. Commanders. Oh, we can assign more commanders. They're just all fucking terrible. I guess we'll make Cole, but I'm not feeling any of this. Like, a bad commander is arguably worse in certain situations than no commanders. There are bad combat roles. You know, we kind of saw the skirmish tactic that I said don't worry about. The only time I would say worry about it is that some commanders have a higher... bad commanders have a very high chance to roll consistently bad combat tactics, which might fuck you over. So, we have our Scholar Bureaucrat. We have a minus 55%. How long is it going to take to build shit now? Do you have to wait for the month to tick over, or is that it with both those modifiers in place? I don't remember. This is precious time we're whittling away there. 102 days to build some of this stuff. We're still not going to be able to build very much, are we? Shit. Build cost minus 15%. She was given a... So it's what? Minus 70% overall. Which is obviously insane. Just not insane enough. Well, we might as well start now. Go for the Housecarl Training Ground. Is there any other way we can lower build cost or build time just on a... Because time is very much of the essence. Let's request some more military training. Let's get back into shape. Let's go on a warrior pilgrimage too. This is all valuable time that we could be spending raiding, but we've got to wait for our troops to reinforce, right? So we might as well do something. Dear half-brother, I've named your region Elder Bean Polar. Honestly, fantastic news. 28 Marshal. She's a scholar. She's a zealot. She's diligent. She's brave. She's gregarious. You're an insane character, and I'm glad to have you on board. Who is your... Oh, our nephew. Holy shit. Our sister, when she was married to one of the kings that she was married to, actually gave him a child. Jarl Haraka III of Shelland is the current ruler. Okay, well, that's great. Thank you. Let's move on. I could use someone to train with. Yeah, okay. We become close friends. That seems pretty good. Where's our... Oh. Named Karen. Can't call her Karen, I'm afraid. I'm going to call you... What have we done recently? We've gone on a little quest. We've sieged the Vatican. I can't call you Karen. I'm sorry. It just won't happen. I'm going to call you... I'm going to call you Pope Slayer. Traditional Norse name. You probably think that doesn't look very traditionally Norse. Oh, watch this. Boom. Problem solved. Problem solved, my friends. And I'm going to train you in etiquette. Humility? Nothing yet. Let's wait and see how she comes out a little bit more. We can drop our fleets now, too. Well, there's me thinking, like, we don't need to lower our boats, but absolutely we can. That'll save us a fucking fortune, because boats cost a lot of, just a load of money. If you're Norse, you get a discount to it, because otherwise you can't really go raiding, because boats cost that much. But for regular rulers, they cost a bloody fortune, because they are boats, after all. Cole is granted the chiefdom of Nordland. No, nobody gets a kingdom. We are going to be the king absolute. We're going to try and avoid dividing our titles wherever possible. They are voting for Varma, too. They're big on board with him. And I'm alright with it, because he's actually quite good. Oh! Our father-in-law died. The emperor died, and it's now our brother-in-law that is the current emperor. Interesting. What happened there? Oh, the Housecarl Training Ground has been built. Fantastic. Was it 100 days already? You're fucking joking. Well, that went by fast, didn't it? Build me the weaponsmith. Morale of armies 10%, levy reinforcement rate 10%. 154 days. What are we doing? I thought we were on our fucking pilgrimage. Oh, we just haven't arrived yet. Okay, Varma's back in control. That's good news. I guess where we're away, our vote isn't so important. It appears that you cannot take 2 steps without some bandits or knights challenging you as another man yet again. Well, that threw me off there for a second. He's on a similar journey to improve his own skills, and the challenger will offer you a choice of how far the duel will go. A duel to the death against Tolan. We are a much better duelist. Duel to the first blood, or skip the duel engine. 43% chance of no effect. 43% chance of becoming a trained fighter, or 14% chance of getting the trained wounded. Wow. Becoming a trained fighter would be insane, wouldn't it? That'd be very, very nice to get. Will that be the same outcome if we win the regular duel, though? Because I'd rather just duel him. Should we duel to the death? We're a berserker. We have very few years of life left remaining anyway. We have like 6 years left. But I think, let's do it. A duel to the death. This could be a mistake. Do a jump attack. Oh! He tried to counter-attack but failed miserably. What do? We bruised his torso. Let's do a quick and simple attack. Oh, shit. We stunned him and missed the follow-up, but it's okay. Let's do another jump attack. We're just going to go all in. Mad berserker, screaming and howling. Yes! He tried to parry attack but failed miserably. We've bruised his head. Let's do it quick and simple. Just always keep poking. Then, you know it, a jump attack. Yes! How are we doing? Bruised his head twice. We're going to lop it off. We're absolutely going to lop it off. He's attacking. Dodging increases the normal miss chances while decreasing the critical miss chances. Countering increases the critical miss chance while decreasing normal miss chances. We don't want him to get critical hit. We want this to be a war of attrition because we've already got the first few blows in. Let's counter the critical, but risk getting a regular hit in. Oh! That was not good. Bruised legs and a bruised head. Holy shit. Jump attack. Nice. We give him a black eye. Good work. Okay. Quick and simple. Oh! These generally do take quite a while because fatal hits are a little bit rarer. Just parry. Doesn't change the hit chances. Is that saying we're missing our dominant hand? I mean, we have been for a while, but I didn't realize it was always your dominant hand. I suppose that's the implication with the -20 personal combat. We're just going to always say, oh, look. His head is badly wounded at a risk of being maimed. Quick and simple. Chop it off. Oh, no. Smashed nuts. Oh, no. That's horrifying. Jump attack. More likely to hit the head and torso. Lop it off. Come on. Lop it off. Come on. Lop it off. Okay. Okay. This is very silly. Oh, my God. Look. His torso is badly wounded and a risk of being maimed as well. Arms and torso. Head and torso. Target the center. Yes. And we did lop his head clean off. We've had Tolan's head added to our treasury. What a journey. We gained 200 glory, we gained trained fighter. And there we have his head in our treasury. If we get 10 heads, we can combine them into a head trophy, which is a little bit macabre. But each head gives us like 10 prestige. It's to stop them kind of clustering up your inventory. You can combine them all into a big pile of heads. That seems like a great idea. Wow, I'm kind of hoping our guy can, rest up a little bit. Another friend, wondering if we still want to be friends. I think we'd try it. I think we would try it. Sure, why not? We were quick to become his friend. Ah. Shit. My dear half-brother, I was approached by Ilva, who tried to convert me back to Old Germanic. Let's engage her in theological debate. Beanpolar? I mean, look, she's a scholar. She might know what she's talking about, but we're going to give it a go because our theology, our learning is so much higher. Boom. My dear liege, your penetrating gaze can part even the thickest theological fog. Ilva has reconverted. Thank you for letting me know, sister. Our wife has become fat. She's turned into a thumb. It's not ideal. I need to warn her as politely as I can. Wife, you're becoming a thumb. Did you see that? I don't know what weight loss technique that was, but that was insane. She could try and bottle that and market it. A wise choice. Okay, back to the pilgrimage. Obama has improved as a squire. Look at that. Horse caretaker. I don't know if I quite want to be a horse caretaker. But you know what? It's free martial skill. Oh, local tax modifier minus 10%. Don't like that. We're looking inspiring to kill our daughter. Well, that's not so bad. Oh, shit. Weaponsmith has been built. Nice work. Okay. We can upgrade it. Give another 10% to morale armies. Another 10% reinforcement rate. I like it, but I think let's spread ourselves out a bit more. Let's give me those berserkers. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The road can be full of dangers, but nothing is more dangerous than being ill-prepared. You didn't buy enough rations in the last village and you're running out. You'll have to find something to eat, as a starving man is one that cannot fight back properly. Hunt a big game. 33% chance of going hungry until the 31st of October, giving -1 health, -20 personal combat. 67% chance of either one of these two options happening. Brawny, so 14% chance of Brawny. We're losing Brawny and gaining strong. Wowee. 86% chance of getting wounded. I can't figure out the maths on that, but the chance of getting Brawny is very, very low. It's like, what, 11%? No, less than that. Whatever. Point is, it's very low. In total, out of all these options, that is, of course. We got to take big risks. This guy is big risk, big reward character. What do we get? Wounded! Oh no, we've also got a fever. Oh my god, if it kills us before we're ready, that would not be ideal. As he's growing older, I can see that Farmer could use some guidance in some of my more experienced areas. Do want to make him become ambitious. +2 to everything. Do you want to try and give him diligent, +1 to everything, or patient, +1 to some things? But the counterpoint to that is this will make him our rival. This one will give us stress, and that one will give us out of patience, which isn't as bad as the other two, of course. So it's how much do we want to sacrifice to give our son everything? I will move heaven and earth for you, tiny child, because look at him, 16 martial at the age of 14. I think he's ahead of where even Trigger himself was back in the day when he was 14. And you know what? I hate to say it. I think we may die here. Wounded. We're still injured from that fight. We've developed a fever, which in the medieval times, I mean, that's lethal. Early medieval times. It's food poisoning. Oh, shit. That's -3 health. Wounded is -1 health. It's a mild illness. Okay, so we get a little bit of health back. We might have to worry about it. Your court physician has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. I guess we took him with us on our pilgrimage. We could go for a gamble. I don't think it's worth it. Let's try something new, I insist. No, as long as you know what you're doing. Don't risk this. And you know what? Successful treatment. We should be okay. We might live to see these full 10 years after all. Ah, there you go. I was a little bit worried there for a second. The wounded, though, does lower our personal combat. So if we get into another fight on the... Oh, there's our barracks. If we get into another fight on the road, that could be a problem. I won't lie. Let's go training grounds then. Let's just keep building everything we possibly can. Beanpolar admires the ambition of King Triggy. Absolutely. I could teach you, but I gotta charge. You can give us 10 gold so we can teach you some of our secrets. And we've become friends with Bor Ale. And I mean, to be fair, this guy did train us quite well. I'll become friends with you, my friend. Oh, shit. It is getting close to the middle of the night, and you are preparing to sleep under the stars if it wasn't for this old half-rotten shack you have found. Yet somehow it feels strange. You no longer hear any of the nocturnal racket of the wildlife, and the moon is hidden behind a heavy veil of clouds. What is this place? You want to burn it to the ground. 57% chance of no effect. 29% chance of becoming zealous. 14% chance of becoming arbitrary. We are suspicious it's haunted, and we might just be going mad. We could spend the night inside. We try and conquer our fears. We lose the trait paranoid. We gain well rested, giving us health and personal combat. There's a 19% chance we become possessed by the ghost. And there's a 6% chance we fucking die. So I'm not going to lie. We could try and loot some gold. Try to salvage something before leaving. So 1 in 5 options will happen. 20% chance of getting 250 gold. That will happen. And then 1 of 3 options will happen after that. Either 40% chance of nothing, 40% chance of losing the trait paranoid, or 20% chance of death. Do we want to roll, basically, a 20% chance of dying for a 20% chance at 250 gold? Big risk, big reward. That's this character. I'm going to regret pressing this button, aren't I? We got some money. I'm not sure how much we got, but we got some fucking money. Okay, fine, I'll take it. Training ground's going to be a while yet, then. We can start upgrading somewhere else, but I want to hold on to the gold that we've got. Your journey has come to an end. It was not easy, and you faced several challenges that gave you experience, scars, and skills. Such pilgrimages do not come often, and perhaps you'll find the opportunity to go forth again. But now, it's time to rest. We lose the trait on a warrior pilgrimage, and we have gained the trait. Either we will gain the trait Skirmisher Leader or Prime Leader. Both of those are upgrades of our current skills. So we either upgrade Direct Leader to Prime Leader or Lightfoot Leader to Skirmisher Leader, both of which are incredible for us. However, Prime Leader would be better. So if you see this change, we've won. Bollocks. Don't get me wrong, Skirmisher Leader is still very, very good for us at this point in the game. And we're home. There you go. We could go on another Warrior Pilgrimage immediately because we have another trait available to us. And to be honest, I could be persuaded. We're only 4 years through our 10-year life expectancy. Spend the first 5 years preparing and really going balls to the wall with everything as best we can. And then spend those last 5 years conquering, pillaging, killing. I'm in. Let's go on another Warrior Pilgrimage immediately. Let's worship the ancestors. Guide my sword in battle, let me conquer my enemies. Let's commission a runestone for 100 gold. Fuck it, why not? Let it speak of King Varma, my departed father. We can still have our people going out looting while we're away. Just obviously there's a lot to focus on at once there, and I don't want to be too overwhelming given this is supposed to be a bit more of a tutorial series. Yeah, of course, we'll build a runestone in Iceland. It was always our father's goal to get here, and what better than building his gravestone, a marker to him. My departed father. Here you go, my friend. This one's for you. Can we do anything else? We can determine our zodiac sign. Let's hope we get like Leo or something like... I assume Leo is going to be a martial one, given it's a big fucking lion. Cancer. A constellation commonly associated with tenacity and introspection. That sounds fine. Personal combat skill +5. Let's go. I mean, that's high tier. That's very, very good. Okay. Wow. I might have been the perfect one. You asked your ancestors for military power and prowess in battle. Now it's time to present your offering. What will we give them in return? Do we, like Odin himself, offer up an eye? That would give us one eye and severely injured. Now, losing an eye will also affect our personal combat skill. But do we want to go for that big gamble? Remember, big risk, big reward with this guy. We can sacrifice Gunhilda of Sokoto. We may have a feast, or have this idol carved in their honor. No. Pull out that eye. Yes, do it. Do it. Take the eye. You lay down at the offering stone, bracing yourself for the ritual. Thankfully, the god is known for sharp, and soon the stone is dark with your blood. Your agonized screams will surely have pleased the ancestors. Now you can do is wait and hope. We gain one eye and severely injured. There is a massive amount of outcomes from this event. So many different potential combinations of things that could happen from this. Let's hope that having gouged out our left eye, personally I would have gouged out our right eye, given that it's already a little fucky-wucky, but that's okay. I thought Sir could be a more reasonable man. So I could just duel. It'd be more reasonable if you just didn't bother asking me, because I'm never going to refuse it. So we got to find out the results of that. We've got to find out the results of building our runestone. I'm never going to study another faith. Well, at least not with this guy. Of course, we get a theologian character in the future. It could be very good. What else can we do here? Is there anything else we could do? We could hire a warrior commander to take our place on the raids. That could be good. We could just always promote a commander, though. Sure. Are you any good? Fuck it, I'll take it. Yeah, why not? Oh, he's a strategist. That's actually very, very good. Okay, I should make him a commander. You and Beanpolar will lead the troops while our guy is away, perfecting his skills once again. And there it is, in memory of Varma. The runestone you commissioned has been finished and raised on the spot you chose for it. You examine the runes. This stone was raised by Trigger in memory of Varma, his father and son. His father and son. Oh, it's supposed to say his father and Varma's father's son. You know, it's kind of a memory to your grandfather too, but of course we don't know who he was. So it just says, in memory of Varma, his father. He was a caring father and husband and lived a good life. Ever will stand this memorial. You leave the stone content in the knowledge that for many centuries from now, these runes will be... scholars will be studying these runes in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. There you go. 200 prestige, 100 piety. We gain raised runestone for almost the remainder of our life. 821, giving diplomacy, piety, general opinion. It's perfect. And look at this. East Iceland is doing well. Tax collectors are reporting record intakes. We're prospering. Holy shit, we must be doing something right. Oh, that's the prosper bar, isn't it? So, the more you prosper, the more likely you are to get diseases. You've got a lot of people gathered in one place, you know. Your city's kind of flourishing. Lots of traders coming from different lands. Gives us bonus to levy reinforcement rate, local taxes, local revolt risk. I don't think we have to worry about the disease so much, because again, we're in Iceland. We get local outbreaks, sure. Somebody might certainly get typhus, and that will spread to the whole island, at which point our whole realm gets clapped. But when we can build those hospitals, we're going to be an absolute bastion here. I remember something extremely embarrassing I did years ago. Brilliant. Thank you for that. Alright. You know what? I've decided I just do not care about any characters dying. We'll know if our son died because it will say your son has died, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, does he not want to be friends anymore? Do you think we can be friends? We'll ask him. Yeah, he's up for it. And that gives us a bit of mood bonus too. Oh. While roaming the lone, you come face to face with an old man. He announces himself as Musa, Swordmaster. Claims to have heard of your quest and offers to train your body and mind in the art of war. I'm ready for anything. We say, teach me. 8% chance we'll be maimed. 2% chance we die. I'm ready for anything. Lose 50 gold. 9% chance of improving our fighting skill. 9% chance of losing brawn and getting strong. 14% chance of becoming maimed. 7% chance of dying. Or why don't you come to my court? We could recruit him. He's very, very good. What is that? Live for the sword. No interest in politics or love. He only loves to fight and improve his skills. Wowee. I've no need for your counsel. A big risk, big reward, remember? Oh! Something happened. We gained a trait. Was it strong? He's done it. Strong is a congenital trait. We could pass that on to our children. We're strong. Our wife is strong. Wife, please, demand religious conversion. That'll make her like us a bit more. Paradoxically. While walking on the road, you see a group of people who stopped in the distance. Upon getting closer, you can see there are two groups, in fact. Wandering merchants being attacked by bandits. As he went on this journey to gain field experience, it's a good opportunity. We don't need to take such big risks anymore, to be completely just kind of mechanically fair with you, because, I mean, there's no real benefit to it anymore. Charging by yourself. We will gain our fighting skill, but is it worth a 40% gamble on our fighting skills for a 40% chance of being maimed and a 20% chance of dying? Much bigger negatives than positives, because we've already got all the best things out of this. Lead the travelers to battle. Only an 8% chance of dying from that one. Help the bandits. I mean, we are a Viking. 25% chance of getting 250 gold. Ooh, and we are minus 31 right now because we paid that guy to train us, and it definitely paid off. We got strong. Help the bandits. There's no chance of dying from that, but there is a chance of being maimed. We've already lost an eye. We've already lost a hand. There's barely any of us left to hack off. We're still severely injured. Not to mention we've got 69 personal combat, so I don't want to change that if we can. Let's help the bandits. What are you going to do? Maim me again? We got 250 gold. Oh, that was worth it. Big risk, big reward, remember? Our wife isn't no Germanic, so we like her a lot more. She likes us too. I'm going to make you... Fuck it. Should we try Mistress again? See if she'll be happy with it this time. I guess both of their opinions go to 100, assuming she's, of course, again, all right with it. 24 boats. We've got more boats than men. This is a good position to be in, given, you know, like 2 episodes ago. Sure. War camp, then. Let's get some more light infantry going. Let's get you guys ready for war, all under the mighty command of Beanpolar. And Rug and Felder, I suppose, and Cole. Sure. Not the best characters, but they'll do. Let's move these guys over to the center. We've actually got 9 berserkers, too. Look at that. Incredible characters. Let's move out. So if we want to just go for loot, I mean, we could always try and get... What the fuck? England's taking Scandinavia. Wait, England is Scandinavia. Hey? England? What? I'm very confused. Swaby. Central Germanic. Lollard. King of England. Hey? I don't really understand. But you know what? You do you. That's probably some Dungeon Master fuckery. Don't worry about it. What happened to our continental relatives? Still doing fine. Gandalf from Finnmark is doing very good. He's a monster of a man. 38 martial. Look at that. Hasn't really expanded out anymore. Nordland is still separated. Again, I kind of wish I'd have given that to him before we left, but that's all right. What about Galahorn? Is that still potentially up for the loot? It is. Well, let's go for that then. If our troops could get us Galahorn while we're away and present it to their liege, us, who comes back stronger than ever, almost like Odin himself, missing an eye, big bulging muscles, big knowledge too. Oh shit. Or with an infection, which will probably kill us, to be completely honest with you. Oh shit. Minus 2 health, minus 1 health there. We've got strong that it gives plus 1 health. Big risk, big reward, remember. This could be fine, or we could die horribly. Give me Galahorn. Hello. Right. Oh, look, Sweden is sponsoring. What the fuck is going on here? What? I have no idea. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Right, they're already sending troops to try and stop us, but I don't think they'll get through Beanpolar. We're still on our pilgrimage, right? Oh, but we've also invited people to take place in a war game. Sure, this will be fun. Let's do it. Oh, no. And they're in the middle of a battle. I think Beanpole has absolutely got this. We're going to play Warhammer, basically. Like the best warlords win. At the beginning of the war game, this is like real war set to the backdrop of a war game. This is like some fucking strange TV show. This is very Game of Thrones-esque. Use all means to reinforce the center. Bear in mind, this is completely unrelated to this. It's just a nice coincidence. Sure. One of these is always the right answer, but I don't remember which one. The war game gets intense. Use your forces to reinforce the center whilst the workers' troops begin to pressure your flanks. I'll be honest, I want to get this done as soon as possible so that we can deal with this thing going on back here. Focus reference, keep one flank up. Use the cavalry to suppress the side flanks. Sure, I'm going to do that one. That sounds sensible. Damn it. With our troops struggling to keep the flanks reinforced, exhaustion is upon them before the fight has gotten truly grim. So going into a decisive push and our troops are defeated. Smash the table and send the pieces flying. Whoa! Look! Your other options are Scorpion Rave, Lion Rave, or Goat Rave. I think your life expectancy is much better with this one, trust me. Crab Rave? I was born in September. We gained cancer. What the fuck? Were we born in September? We were born in July. Close enough. Oh shit, Crab Rave. I get it. You Scorpion Rave because of Scorpius, Lion Rave because of Leo, Goat Rave because of Capricorn, everybody. Everybody. Wait, everybody in the world. Most rulers. I guess every ruler. That would suck. Oh my god, yeah, all rulers. Look. Holy crap, it's going to completely reorder the face of the planet in one fell Dungeon Master event. You son of a bitch. I mean, on the plus side, he did say our life expectancy is probably better like this. And you know what? I'm not far off of believing him. The problem is we've also got an infection and wounded. We could be in a lot of trouble here. We found the inn again. Let's salvage something before leaving, given that we're already on death's door. Oh! It had to happen. Big risk, big reward, but that was part of our character's backstory. We were going to stop at nothing to get back what we were owed. And unfortunately, we just, again, burnt the candle at both ends, took it too far. The guy only had 5 years left of life anyway because of the last Dungeon Master gift, and he had cancer. Our current kid, though, obviously doesn't. Oh, we got dull, you stupid fucking child. -2 to everything. Well, now we've got to fight back because we're at a massive disadvantage. Long live the king. Our cartographer... Wait, were we in love with our... What's going on with that? I guess that just hasn't updated properly yet. That'd be very bizarre. Holy shit. Our heir is King Gandalfer. If we die, Gandalfer gets the realm. So keep an eye on Gandalfer, who is probably someone we shouldn't fuck with right now. And we're now a 15-year-old. A dull 15-year-old who's just good at swinging a sword but not much else. That's Crusader Kings, baby. We gotta roll that randomizer. We've got to see what backstory we can get. And we're finally a child character, so we can truly embrace it. Holy shit. If only we'd gotten very slightly luckier there. Trigger would have been insane. We've had 2 big gamble characters in a row. Hopefully this guy's a bit more content with this lot in life, but I guess we'll see how that rolls out. Thank you all for watching. That's just the life. It's just how it goes, huh? How's that battle going? We should probably just let that play out rather than... Oh! Oh. We inherited the Skull Cup from our father. Sure, we'll pay the gold to make sure it's in a good shape. We captured that King of England. I'll take that. Get the troops out of there. We didn't get Galahorn again, but that's okay. Bring the troops home. And tomorrow, we'll roll our character and see what the hell's going on.